Just when I thought I was finished, you pulled me back in. That's right, my ultimate damage build guide for Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake was originally going to be my final video guide on the Dragon Quest I and II HD-2D Remake. By the way, if you haven't checked them out, I got a ton of guides right here on the YouTube channel for both Dragon Quest I and II HD-2D Remake, the most recent of which being the ultimate damage build guide. So check that out if you're looking to deal some massive damage in the post game. But I've had a few of you reach out to me wondering what the heck you're supposed to be doing in the post game. So I figured I'd make a little guide video kind of giving you some pointers on what to do next and how to get kind of the true ending, I'm going to call it, of Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake. You're not going to want to miss this ending. It's absolutely incredible. So once you roll credits the first time, you are not finished, baby. Let's keep on going. All right, if you enjoy Dragon Quest content, JRPG content, top 10 videos, reviews, guides, and podcasts, please remember to like, subscribe, turn notifications to all so you don't miss the next video. You can also hype this bad boy on mobile to help out so much. Now let's begin. When you first reload your completed game save file, you will start in the Fairy Palace. The Dream Whisperer will talk to you as if you haven't defeated Hargon yet, because guess what? You haven't. The first thing you're going to want to do is on the second floor of the Fairy Palace, you're going to want to talk to the Record Keeper, and she's going to tell you that you can now obtain the rest of the fairy memories. So head out on the world map and you're going to have the gold circles indicating where the rest of those memories are. Now, the one on the bottom left of the map or southwest of the map, that is actually indicating the ghost ship. So if you go there and you don't find anything, it's because it's marking where the ghost ship is kind of at the start of the game. You can sail around kind of in that area and you will find it. You definitely want to be under the sea though. You're probably not going to find it above the sea. I never have anyways. And the ghost ship is probably the hardest boss fight in the game, in my opinion. You're going to want to have some strong magic attacks and some good setups for magic use, because he's got a lot of buffs on him. But guess what? This asshole's also going to cast bounce on himself sometimes. So be careful with this boss. He's very difficult. Maybe wait to do the ghost ship last. But yeah, just sail around the seas, collect the rest of the memories. It's not too tough to do that part. Once you got all the memories, head back to the Record Keeper and speak to her. There is an area at the back of the Fairy Palace. It's like this pillar of light. If you go in there, it'll take you to the Cloudsgate Citadel. From there, you can access a brand new store that'll give you access to new items and weapons. And then, of course, you can climb the tower of the Cloudgate Citadel. At the top of that tower is our boy Xenlon, and if you beat him within a certain amount of turns, you can get your wishes granted. First wish, I would recommend either the weapon, which will give you access to the Sword of Rubus, which is more powerful than Erdrick's sword, or the Tombola. When you get that Tombola, the new Tombola will appear in the Cloudgate Citadel in the bottom part of it, where it's kind of like a town. And from that, you can get all the liquid metal gear. So you can get like the liquid metal armor, the liquid metal helm, liquid metal shield, and of course the liquid metal sword. So this is going to help you out a ton defensively. It'll help you speed up your battle against Xenlon, because after you beat him once, he's going to continue to give you less and less turns that you have to beat him in, which is a lot easier to do when you're not having to scramble to keep yourselves alive the entire time. So get yourself some of that liquid metal slime, armor, and helm and all that. If you don't have a lot of Tombola tickets, you can now go to Mercy, which is kind of the mermaid town, and right when you go inside the town, all the way off to the right-hand side, there's a mermaid there now that'll just straight up sell you Tombola tickets. So go in there, hit her up for some Tombola tickets. This is going to be all you're going to want to really spend your money on at the end of the game anyways, so load up on Tombola tickets. No shame in save scumming the draw for the Tombola in the Cloudgate Citadel, because it is a really rare chance that you're going to get any liquid metal gear, especially the sword. Anyways, while you're working away at that, now that you've got all the fairy memories, you can head on over to the Dragonlord's grandson, and he will give you a new mission. Now, if you find that you're struggling to beat Xenlon and struggling to get to Xenlon, I would recommend grinding in the Cloudgate Citadel tower, because on like the last or second last floor, there's a high chance for liquid metal slimes to show up, and the enemies there give some pretty decent EXP as well. Not a bad idea to maybe hit the grind a little bit here before going where the Dragonlord's grandson is going to give you access to. But yeah, if you're ready, go speak to the Dragonlord's grandson. He'll tell you that he needs you to find the Sphere of Light, but that the hero from Dragon Quest 1 hid it somewhere where nobody could find it, which is located in the Cave of Confusion. So now you're going to be able to kind of uncover where the Dwarf's Cave is. Remember in Dragon Quest 1 HD-2D, you were able to go to the Dwarves' Cave and kind of find their little town at the bottom of that. So now that you've spoken to the Dragonlord's grandson, you've got all the fairy memories and all that, you'll now be able to locate the Dwarf's Cave. So head to the Dwarf's Cave and get to the bottom there. There is some treasure along the way that you can get your hands on, and speak to the dwarves. They'll tell you that there is a place called the Cave of Confusion where the Sphere of Light is held at the bottom of. Now this place can be an absolute nightmare, honestly. It is a good place to grind if you can get to the lower floors, but I honestly recommend maybe putting on Draki Quest for this cave because it is massive. It's anywhere from 20 to 24 floors deep, and you're only given an opportunity to leave once every 6 or so floors. That's right, you cannot zoom out of the Cave of Confusion, and if you leave, you've got to start the entire cave over. On top of that, there's going to be multiple exits, multiple ways you can go in the Cave of Confusion, but only one will lead to the next floor. So it's got parts from prior caves and dungeons in the game, obviously some of the most mazy and difficult ones in the game, and there's going to be only one proper exit. The best way to find that exit, and I'm going to tell you the ultimate tip here. First of all, you're going to want to run through here once and only once, because once you find the object that's going to lead to your exits, you're not going to be able to find the exit unless you absolutely memorize this place, okay? Definitely slap on Draki Quest mode, get some grinding in on the bottom floors. In fact, it wouldn't hurt to just fight every encounter you hit down here so that you can get some good EXP, because you're going to get a lot of levels down here. The major tip to finding the exit of each and every floor is follow the gold, baby. That's right. Anytime you find gold on the floor or gold in a chest or anything like that, the gold on each and every floor in the Cave of Confusion is gonna mark where the true exit to the next floor is. So make sure if you find any gold on each floor, that is gonna be where your exit is to get to the next floor, okay? The gold marks the spot. But like I kind of said, once you got that gold, it's not gonna like respawn if you leave and come back, and it's gonna make it a lot more difficult to get through here a second time. So you're probably best to just go through here all at once and complete the Cave of Confusion in one go on Draki Quest mode, because it is a long journey to the bottom. But once you get your hands on the Sphere of Light, you're gonna want to obviously hit up the inn and save your game, and then head on over to the Dragonlord's great grandson. I'm not gonna tell you what happens here because I want you to experience this for yourself, but it's pretty badass. Definitely be prepared going back to him. He's gonna give you some cool upgrades that are gonna help you out a ton. Once you've cashed in the Sphere of Light, talk to the Dragonlord's great grandson and completed all that, now it's time to head back to Hargon's castle. You're gonna get a new final boss fight, final boss sequence, and you're gonna get the true ending of the game. It's so well done. I encourage everyone to beat the post game in Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake. Like I said, that Cave of Confusion can be very painful, so I do recommend putting on Draki Quest. No shame in that whatsoever. Trust me, it's a nightmare down there. But yeah, I hope this guide helped you reach the true ending of Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake. I am planning on getting my review edited and up, hopefully by this weekend or next weekend for Dragon Quest I HD-2D Remake. I'm planning on recording my review of Dragon Quest II HD-2D Remake this weekend, so hopefully I can get that up next weekend, but we'll see what happens. I've been super busy working out of town and all that. But thank you guys so much for watching all my guide videos. I hope they helped you out. It means so much to me that we've gained so many subscribers before the end of the year. Let's try for 6,000. My goal this year was to get 5,000, but you guys knocked it out of the park. Let's try for 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I do have a new weird and interesting Dragon Quest facts video on the way, so look forward to that. You can check out my previous interesting and weird Dragon Quest facts video right here on the channel. I'm also working on a lore video that challenges kind of the most accepted timeline theory of the Dragon Quest series. I think I've come up with a new theory that kind of puts the old theory to rest. It's not definitive, but neither was the original timeline theory. So look forward to that in the future as well, plus my Dragon Quest IV versus Final Fantasy IV video. It's still going to take quite a bit of time to get that one out. I haven't had a lot of time to edit. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.